agenda, the program. We'll start off with Action Alliance. Action Alliance. 2 minutes, please.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to observe all protocols so that I don't waste your time. First of all, I'm going to appreciate the performance of INEC. It might not be necessary. I'm not praising them, but I'm going to talk from my personal experience with them. I have an issue with the electoral process, and I wrote letter of audience to the INEC commissioner, and less than 24 hours, he granted me the audience. This is unusual, based on my own capacity or experience. And also, I'm going to commend the security agencies of their presence in Osun. I've been going throughout the I'm talking of the security agencies. Their performance is wonderful. I've been going around the state without any security officer attached to myself, and nobody has ever stopped us or disturbed our campaign. But I'm going to plead with them. There is this experience I had yesterday. The police have been performing very matured, very, very matured on the street. Some security agencies stopped our campaign team and while searching the vehicles. We stopped, and the officer that led the team came to me and said, "Are you not the candidate?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Why did they stop on your car? Next time, when you see the security post, just tell them you are the candidate, you are going for the campaign, and you'll be allowed to go." I appreciate him, and I moved on. When I get to somewhere in Ede, we were stopped by the military officer. And based on the experience or the lessons from the other officer from the city here, after the stopping us for about 5-10 minutes, the military guy, I said to him, I said, "I'm the candidate for Action Alliance, we are on campaign." He said, "What is my business?" So at that stage, I was confused, and they were raising gun at me. So I said, "Okay, what do you want us to do? We don't have anything in the vehicle." So it seems some security agency in this time around are more matured than the other one. That could be based on the capacity. Please, let's follow the due process. Let's encourage them so that they will know that they are here to protect us and not to disturb us. And the last point I'm going to make is, I don't know what Professor Jagar will gain from being partisan or what the IG will gain. I think they are at the top of their career. And if you are at the top of your career, what you should be looking at is your pension. How you'll be acceptable in the society at your pension. And I also know that Mr. President is not partisan. If you win, you win, and if you lose, you lose. So what I'm going to say is that I'm going to...
Can we have order, please? Order, please.
He's the president of Nigeria. He's not the president of political party. So I'm not campaigning. My final advice goes to the security agencies. And I want to please give us an hotline. Join hotline security information. What that means is let there be call center at each polling unit. Let there be telephone numbers that anybody can call at any time. That if anything happens to you or any insecurity you are feeling, let it be published in the newspaper. Let it be on the television. Let us know where to call and report. Thank you.
Sorry, we'll call on, can we have some audience, please? Our court party. Please, no heckling, and there should be no soapbox no campaigning, no heckling, no campaigning. Let us quickly deal with this, please. Accord.
The national chairman of INEC, in person of Professor.
Can we have audience, please? Hello? Hello?
Chairman of INEC, in person of Professor Atahiru Jega, the Inspector General of Police, all other protocols and courtesies duly observed and extended. Please permit me to commend, most especially, the National Chairman of INEC. It's important to commend you. Some of us were worried in the early part of the year, especially with the issue of the former wreck of Osun. When there was a lot of pressure, you did what was right. Because the important thing is that you have to be biased, you must show that there's no basis for bias, and we must commend you for that. And your presentation this morning and that of the IG must be commended too. But in Nigeria, we know that you say beautiful things, you make speeches. It's when it comes to actualizing. That's when this problem is. We have that problem in Nigeria. Wonderful speech. I would say even great speech, great presentation. But are we going to be able to actualize all you have said? That is the challenge. If your team can actualize all you have said here today, that is the speech, the presentation by the national chairman, and the presentation by the Inspector General of Police, then I can see hope in the horizon. I can see that we'll have a free and fair election. I pray that your team will be able to follow suit. Because I remember that in Anambra, you gave a wonderful speech, but some of your staff messed the whole thing up. So I just hope that your team will be able to heed. And please, this is very important. We have a problem in Nigeria, and that is in the issue of sanction. You say, don't break the law, don't break the law. People continue to break this law, but there's not sanction. You have to prosecute. You have to prosecute people. People must see that people are prosecuted. If your staff in INEC, if they make the mistake, prosecute, let the whole world know that they are being prosecuted. And when they let the whole world also know. If we do that, we will change. We will change. If, for example, you're talking about thuggery, somebody goes out and is a thug, and he knows that if he breaks the law, maybe a godfather somewhere or somewhere along the line, nothing will happen at the end of the day. Then you'll have more thugs being bred. But once he knows that there is no way out, and that's the difference between here and most other parts of the civilized world. There is nobody above the law. Be you ever so high, nobody's above the law. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Accord. ACPN, Allied Congress Party of Nigeria. ACPN, please. Anybody from ACPN? Okay, we skip that. AD, Alliance for Democracy. Which party?